Guys, today we're going to be looking at a new opening I was exploring. So this is an opening for green and blue. Normally I make openings for red and yellow. But it's important to have openings prepared for all sides. So I was looking at this opening, the Sicilian Con. And a lot of times red plays this move right here. So normally we're looking at this kind of formation where you move the queen up. Of course, that pawn must first be defended. That queen moves up. They also block off this queen. Today I want to look at a different variation. I'm going to actually go over the variation first, and then after show why I think the normal variation isn't as good. So what I'm thinking is the best move is to move the knight up. Now what the knight does here is it clears out the rook to capture back the bishop. If the queen wants to come in to take the pawn, it also blocks that off. Knight is very strong here. Also, the red bishop wants to come up, it blocks off the check. As you may notice, the one downside is that now the queen's movement is hindered. But I think this is okay given blue's plan in this variation. I think a lot of times as green and blue, what's sometimes neglected is corner play. What I call corner play is interacting with the other team's corner to try to delay or create checks, create little threats. And this is the move right here. Right now, I'm pretty sure this move can be played. Whether the queen moves there or there, I don't think it matters too much. Of course, the threat is to take because that bishop is unprotected. And queen moves out. One of these two spots, I think both are good for the queen. Now, you could think that you could attack, but this would be actually a pseudo threat because you could have some serious mate threats on blue if green doesn't set up a check, right? So that doesn't work. Let's say you do something crazy like that. Yeah, this is looking pretty grim for blue. What is blue going to do, right? You move the knight up, but then you just attack it. And that's a lost position for green and blue. So what you want to do here, instead of go crazy with it, is of course go methodical. The queen up, because immediately when blue takes back, there's already another threat. It's the beauty of this line. I think yellow wants to set up an attack, so green will want to set up a counterattack, and red has to actually waste a move. So then I see players continuing like this. And for a while here, I thought what the best move for blue would be. This is a really tricky line. You don't want to move this pawn or that pawn. You move this pawn, there you can take advantage of the pin. If you move that pawn, well, what is that doing? Is this bishop going to move here? You're not going to move the bishop there because you have the check. What I found to be the best move, and obviously you don't want to move that pawn because then all of a sudden this knight is a sitting duck, really. So I thought the best move would be to move the knight here. What this does is it does a couple of things. Now that the bishop's out of the way, you don't have to block the check anymore, right? It clears way for the queen to come in for that threat, and also it sets up this move, which not only attacks yellow's queen, but it's also defensive by guarding and blocking off the squares. So I'm thinking this actually is the next best move. And of course, if you take, then you just move over there, and you can just take back like this. So that's an introduction to this opening, which I think is actually pretty strong for green and blue, and will be my preferred opening of choice when playing against double pawns up. Hope you like it. Catch you next time. Peace out.